So let's talk about mouth breathers and why that is so can be so damaging to us. What's up? What happens to us?
Things.
What happens to us that suddenly we're mouth breathing?
Yeah, I can tell you my story.
Yes,
so
please.
I was the youngest, and I always shared a room with people, and I had an opportunity to move into this like little room that had no ventilation, and I was just like, I don't care, I want my own room. It was just like this brick room with no window because my dad built it under the ground, and I started getting a sore throat every morning, and actually listening to James Nestor's something that he was talking about is if you have too much CO2 in the room and no ventilation, your breathing can become quite horrible because you're trying to get more oxygen when the room's full of like CO2 toxins and things like that. So when we breathe in oxygen, and when we breathe out carbon dioxide, and it's literally detoxing 70% of your body, like getting all of the toxins out. It's not just going to the bathroom. That's why I wasn't a big believer on masks, so you're breathing in your own carbon dioxide and out and in and out the whole time. Where are we going? I just forgot.
You're telling us about being in a room, in a small room, and struggling with your throat.
Started mouth breathing, sore throat, and then I didn't even know this until now. I'm like, oh my God, that's what happened. So I had mouth breathe from like 14 to 33, and I tape my mouth every night now, and I wake up not sore. So what it's doing is, like, when you nose breathe, you're filtering the air. You've got like these pockets here which can let a lot of air in and filter.
So for the people listening to us, it's our
cheekbones, like, and there's holes in there. And you're creating nitric oxide in these pockets, and it's a relaxant, so it gives you a better sleep. It clears the nose as well. So a lot of people think they have a stuffy nose because they can't breathe through their nose, but they have a stuffy nose because they are mouth breathing. So you have a stuffy nose, it's because you're breathing in too much oxygen, your body's CO2 tolerance is not very good, and your body's like, I need to slow down this intake of oxygen. So it blocks the nose up. And I've got a great tip for you to get rid of a blocked nose, and I'll prove to you how much nitric oxide that you make through here, because it will clear your nose up. So breathing in and then breathing out, block your nose. Do you want to do it? Get all the air out. So you've only got carbon dioxide in your system. Block the nose, and then move your head around, like for as long as you can. And that should clear your nose right up. Do you feel the difference?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. And so if you're sick, you can do that like 3 or 4 times, and it will clear your nose, you tape your mouth, you go to sleep, and you wake up well. Like, wow, it's so good.
Even if you're like, say you've got like the flu or you've got like a cold, because that's something I was like, I hated mouth breathing when I was younger. I went the complete opposite way. Like I couldn't, and every time my nose was blocked, I'd freak out.
Yeah.
And that was the big thing, because I had a cold, and that was it.
So you can
never get rid of it, and that's it.
Yeah.